Yo, what's up, YouTube? So today I am actually in Wisconsin, up on Lake Michigan. There's this little lighthouse. The sun's getting ready to come up. I thought I'd, stop out here, try to make some pictures. Um, I thought about flying the drone. Not 100% sure how I feel about it. It's technically a Coast Guard base, so I'm really not sure what the rules are there. So might not, or I might Google what the rules are. But regardless, gonna head out onto this little pier here. Try to make some photos with the sun come up, and yeah, see what we can do. So let's get out there. Okay, so that was pretty sweet. Um, really wasn't a whole lot there. You couldn't walk all the way out to the White House. Still pretty cool though. This other lighthouse back on shore looks pretty sweet with the like clouds in the background, and there's a little rainbow peeking through with the classic like Coast Guard type boat. So pretty cool little vibe there. I think I got some decent pictures, but I didn't want to fly the drone up. There were some bigger birds just kind of flying around, and I didn't really want to risk one of them taking out the drone and then it being in the ocean and then lost. So opted out of that, but still think I got some pretty decent pictures. So we're gonna head to the next spot now. All right, so made it to the next spot, kind of. So I'm following Google Maps, and I go past this little spot and it says parking, and I'm like, that's weird. I'm still like half a mile away from, the actual lighthouse that I'm going to. So I'm like, that's kind of weird, but whatever. I'm gonna keep driving. And then I go, 500 feet further and realize, I'm like, oh, this is this is why the parking is where it's at, because there's not a freaking road. I mean, technically there is a road. There's just water that goes across it. So I did see some signs over here. Apparently they do tractor rides across, through the water. So I'm kind of torn right now. My initial thought was that, oh, okay, well, I'll just toss my drone up, fly over, get some pictures, no big deal. However, it just started raining, so probably not going to do that. I do have some waders that I could throw on and then just walk through. So I'm going to check the map, see what the rain's like. If it's not going to stick around for too long, then I will probably just wait it out and then fly the drone over. But we'll see. I'm gonna check that out and make my decision from there. So that rain was definitely not just going to be a quick shower. It was going to last a little bit longer. So instead, I decided to drive up the peninsula a little bit more to this spot in the road that's pretty famous. So like there's just some curves in the road, and it just looks pretty cool. It's lined with trees. So I'm going to hop out here and try to get some pictures of the curvy road with the colorful trees and stuff. So yeah, gonna see what we can do with this. right, so that was not bad at all. Definitely not upset. I actually decided to fly the drone up, as you saw, and I'm really happy with that, how that turned out. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, that's going to be it for here. Going to swing back down past that lighthouse to see if maybe, I want to go check it out now that the rain kind of moved through. So we're going to head that way. If I don't decide to stop, then my next stop will actually be a waterfall in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which I'm pretty excited about because I've never been to the Upper Peninsula, so that's pretty sweet. But yeah, let's get going. Okay, so that lighthouse was hella crowded. I didn't really feel like dealing with all that. So instead we are at Bond Falls. So yeah, gonna go check it out. I'm pretty excited. It seems like a pretty short hike. And the trees are super pretty, so hoping we can get some pretty decent shots here. Alright, so that's pretty sweet. A little more crowded than I would have preferred, but that's alright. Still pretty awesome waterfall. Due to it being so crowded, I wasn't really able to find a nice place that I could launch the drone. So that's a little disappointing, but overall, very pleased with it. But that's going to be it from here. So I'm going to get back to the car where I got some signal and figure out where I'm going next. Yo, what's up, you guys? So as you can see, it is the next morning. I went to a place last night for sunset on Lake Superior, pretty sure. But unfortunately, it was raining, so I didn't really get to do much with that. I ended up just going to this little restaurant there, having some dinner, and then going and chilling at the rest area until I fell asleep. So this morning we are in the Porcupine Mountains. There's this little spot here that's supposed to be a nice overlook. However, as you could probably tell from the whole vibe here, very cloudy, like spotty showers, so I'm really not 100% sure what we're going to get here. But regardless, I'm going to at least hike out there and check it out and see what we can do with it. So let's get going. I can tell you this for sure. Lake of the Clouds earned its name today. That was not a technical error you saw there. It is legit just fog. So that's gonna be a fail on this one, but that's all right. I mean, from what I could see, like of the edges and stuff, would have been beautiful. I'm actually considering coming back a little later in the day. I'm gonna have to see how things shake out, but yeah, that's gonna be it from here. Only so many photos you can take of the edge of the cliff. So we're gonna get moving. So I'm sitting here driving out of the mountains, and the fog, I mean, it ruined the overlook. But it actually down here is making this really cool kind of like rainy day, foggy vibe with the tree line being colorful as could be, and Lake Superior off to my left. It's obviously, really choppy, wavy, and it's just a really cool vibe. So I'm actually going to risk it. I'm going to put the drone up for a little bit to just see if I can capture like the whole vibe with like the fog and the waves crashing and the colorful trees and everything. So I'm gonna give it a shot. If I like how it turned out, I'll put it up here next, and if not, well, you know, we can just ignore this. Yeah, so that was even cooler than I imagined, to be honest. Like, it's cool driving, but that drone shot, I freaking loved that feeling. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. But back in the car now. I was going to go, I had another spot pinned to go to after this. However, it was a lookout in the mountains as well, and since I just saw how that last one went, I think I'm going to go ahead and skip that, and we're going to head over to the next place, which I'm not sure if we'll be able to beat the rain there, or if it'll dissipate by the time we get there. Not real sure, but that's the plan. We're going to head over there next. It's a nice little 4-hour drive, so I'll see you guys over there. Alright, what is up, everyone? So, finally made it out here. It was a nice drive, but I'm not really sure how much time we have before the rain gets here, so I'm going to try to hurry up, get out there, and get back. I'm not sure I'm going all the way to the beach, probably just to the lake and waterfall. It's, Trailhead said it's about 1.4 miles, so should be a nice little hike, but we will see you when I get out there. Alright, so that was pretty sweet. Not a lot of viewing angles, unfortunately, particularly for, you know, getting photos, and especially of the big drop. So that's a little disappointing, but regardless, that's going to be it for here. I don't think I'm going to have time to go all the way to the beach. It'd be another, I think, 1.5 miles, which would be, cutting it pretty close. When I checked before I got here, the weather said there was about 60% chance of rain at between like 3 and 5, which would be putting me right in that area for getting there, and then I'd still have to come back. So not so sure about that. So what I'm going to do instead, on the way out here, I passed a little trail that was marked for an overlook of the lake. So that's where I'm going to next after I check out this weird little unmarked trail. See where it goes. Hopefully not off a cliff, but you never know. So that's where I'm going to head to next. So if that view of the lake is worth anything, then I'll see you guys there. Okay, so made it here. Not a bad little view. Nothing spectacular, but there is a little opening here, so I'm gonna fly the drone out over the lake a little and see what it looks like out there. That was pretty awesome. Per usual, the views are way better up there. Pretty awesome with the colors and the water and the fog, and I mean, these are just like mint vibes for me. So pretty happy with that. Definitely, I mean, you can't match like seeing that view. It's so different than the view from the lookout. It's unreal. So pretty happy with that. I'm gonna head back to the car before I get rained on. Alright, so I made it to the next spot, and I've got to say, it doesn't look great. Very foggy, I guess is a way to put it. It's not technically raining. It is foggy, but like a very dense fog, because like it feels like it's like misty out, like you're literally just walking in a cloud. Like that's what it kind of feels like. And it's not super warm. I mean, it's a nice temp, but yeah, basically just not like ideal conditions. But regardless, I'm going to at least go check out the lighthouse, try to make the best of this, and probably will not be flying the drone around here. I mean, it's cloudy or foggy as could be, so that's a lot of moisture for the drone that I don't really want to do. I mean, I would be willing to risk it if the view was a little more like must see, but I'm not going to risk it for this. So not only that, but it is super windy. So won't be breaking out the drone, but I'm still going to go try to make some photos of the lighthouse that are at least keepable. So yeah, let's go check it out. Yeah, so not sure if you could tell here, but just overall not amazing conditions. That's for sure. yeah, so it's even worse here naturally than it was, you know, on the shore. You gotta walk out here a little ways to get to the lighthouse, so yeah, loads of fun. It's gonna be some great pictures, I can feel it. Definitely worth the walk. Alright, so made it here, and I mean, I actually got some pretty decent pictures along the way, I think. So I'm not disappointed really. It would be pretty sweet, you know, on a nice clear day to have the drone out. This is actually like the perfect one to kind of circle around, so a little disappointed that that's not going to happen, especially with, you know, some of these bigger birds around. I'm not trying to have them mistake my drone for a smaller bird. So I think that's going to be it. I'm going to head back to shore and then go find some food. So I will see you guys at the next stop. Hey, what's up everyone? So I know I said I'd see you at the next stop, but we're back at the beach. So I went and had dinner at this it's this little bar on the main strip here in town. I think it was called the 21 Bar, something like that, because they have like 21 different Michigan beers on tap. Yeah, that was actually a really good dinner. But when I was leaving, I was like, oh man, it like really cleared up out here. So I decided I'm actually going to come back to the lighthouse that I was at earlier. The light's on right now. I can see it flipping back and forth between red. And there's substantially less wind and fog, so I think I'm going to try to get the drone shot that I mentioned a little bit ago. Good morning everyone. So last night at the lighthouse turned out pretty well. I'm very pleased with that. So what you didn't see, after that I actually came over here to the Mackinac Bridge to try to get some pictures at night, see what it would look like. I mean, I didn't stay too long, so that's why I really didn't record anything. It's pretty cool, but I am back here this morning trying to take some pictures of the Mackinac Bridge. Sun should be coming up pretty soon, even though with this much fog and clouds and everything, probably won't see much of a sunrise, but regardless, getting some decent shots of the bridge with the fog, and it's actually pretty cool. You know, all the cars got the headlights on, and with the fog coming across, it's pretty cool looking. It's not exactly the picture that I would have imagined, but at the same time, that's been the case for most of this trip so far. So just making the best of what we have, and you know, I'm still pretty happy with it. So I'm going to take a time lapse real quick, and then probably snap off a couple more pictures, wait until the sun is officially up, and then we're gonna get moving. is up, everyone? So, finally made it to the next destination. We are currently at Empire Bluff, I think that's what we're hiking to. The Empire Bluff Lookout. Basically, it's supposed to just be this lookout out over some sand dunes and the lake and everything like that. So should be pretty cool. But we're hiking out there right now, and I don't think it's too long of a hike, but I guess I will find out, and I will see you guys at the top. Alright, so that's gonna be it from here. Really not a lot to it. The view was definitely worth it. Really awesome view, especially cool with the contrast between like the lake water and then that the like pond lake off to the side was kind of inset from Lake Michigan, so that was pretty cool, like the different color of water there, plus the massive sand dune. Just really cool stuff. Pretty happy with it. But that's gonna be it for here, so I'm gonna head back to the car and head to the next spot, which will, I believe, also be a lookout. Alright, what is up? So, that lookout, the next one that was on the map for my plans, I ended up skipping it. I wanted to add a different lighthouse instead of the lookout. So that's where we're at now. I believe we're in Grand Haven. There's a cool little lighthouse. I think there's like, I think there's actually two structures on this one pier. So I'm going to go try to check that out, try to make some pictures. I'm not sure if we'll do the drone or not. There's quite a few people here. So not sure. We'll have to get out there and check it out. What is up, everyone? So last night I stopped, but I really didn't record anything. There really wasn't a lot to see or take in, and there was a sign saying no drones, so that kind of ruined that idea, and it was just kind of all bad. So today I am in Ithaca, New York. I'm getting ready to go check out this waterfall that's actually right in town. And then after that, probably going to check out this like abandoned school. It just looks cool. And then after that, probably get some dinner and go to, I don't even know how to say the name, Takanak. Definitely butchered that. Point is, massive waterfall, it's really cool. And so that'll be the last stop for the day. So let's go check this out. Okay, so I'm getting up pretty close. It's a really short walk, and the water level is really high, and that thing is super loud, and all the mist is coming off pretty heavy. So I'm not sure how much we'll really be able to get here, but I'm going to try to make the best out of it. Alright, so as you can see, pretty darn near impossible to get some good shots from that close. So I'm actually going to go to the lookout on the bridge and check it out from there. Yeah, that's, I mean, usually my complaint would be that there's not enough flow, but this is one of those rare cases where there's too much. Okay, so we made it to the next spot. I actually saw it as I was driving in, so I know for a fact it's literally just right over this edge here. Probably only a couple 100 feet walk I'm not sure if I can hike down in there or not, so I'm gonna take the tripod just in case I can. But yeah, let's go check it out. Okay, so a lot bigger than I expected. That's cool. So I'm going to hike down to the bottom, even though I'm not 100% sure if it'll work out because there's so much mist coming off. But one way to find out, so let's go down and check it out. Alright, so as you can see, quite misty, quite muddy. Almost ate it a couple times going down because it was so slippery. I was able to get some pictures down there. I was able to kind of move off to the side a little bit to where the mist wasn't coming like directly at me. So that's pretty cool. But that's going to be it for here. Time to head to the abandoned school, hopefully, if I can get to it. Yeah, so that mist was so heavy down there, like down inside the valley. It was so thick that it honestly like felt like it was raining. It. I questioned it at first. I had to look up. I was like, man, is it raining right now? Nope, just the waterfall. So yeah, that was pretty intense. My shirt's a little wet, hair's all wet now. Looks like I just went for a workout, like I'm sweating, but nope, just mist. Okay, so that was quick. That school is very much on private property, like several signs and no trespassing signs, so that's gonna be a no-go. But it does look sweet, I could say that. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for here. I'm actually going to head to the other side of the lake to that other waterfall. So yeah, see you over there. Okay, so we're at the next spot now. There's quite a few people here, but still gonna try to get some pictures from the overlook before I go down and around. I'm probably going to hike into the valley. Probably. We'll find out once I see what the fall is looking like. I mean, I initially had thought about trying to do like sunset here. That is not gonna happen. There's way too much fog, but it could make for a pretty cool look with the waterfall and the fog above it. Not real sure, but we're gonna get down there and check it out. Alright, so I wasn't going to do the valley hike, but since someone who shall remain nameless talked me into it, I am going to head into the valley and see if we can make any cool photos from there. Okay, so as expected, the mist coming off of that is pretty intense, so I don't think we're going to be getting any up close pictures with my camera because it's already getting wet from the bridge. But regardless, I'm going to walk up here, maybe record some video on my phone, we'll see. But yikes, it is coming off that thing. Woo! Alright, let's get up there and get this. Woo! Alright, well, despite getting absolutely soaked by the waterfall, that was definitely worth the hike out there. It was pretty awesome and definitely a cool experience, so not upset with that at all. Alright, so that is going to be it from Pittsburgh. I think I'm actually going to head home now. This has been quite a fun, long trip. So yeah, I'm going to head home. Luckily, it's only a few short hours, so should be there by noon, just in time to get some lunch. Alright, well that is going to be it for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it, especially if you made it this far. You're amazing. I made this extended version just as kind of a fun thing to do, instead of doing what I had done in the past where I would break it up into like 2 or 3 different videos. I thought it'd be fun to do like a director's cut or extended version or whatever, something fun like that. I really didn't anticipate a bunch of people watching it because it is so insanely long. So if you made it this far, I do appreciate that a lot, and I really hope you enjoyed it and didn't just waste the last hour. But that's going to be it. If you enjoyed it, like it, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're not already, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.